Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 2 of a throwback Let's Try that I started that I never made a second episode to, but I'd like to play a bit more of. And yeah, we're going to be heading back to a gem that really interesting. It's like an auto battler type war game. Super cool stuff. They keep adding English chapters to it, so that's interesting. But I haven't been playing too many straight RPGs lately. I've been playing a lot of the baseball gem that you guys saw me on my channel. There's a lot more of that coming. But yeah, the spirit has moved me to start something new. Praise Father, praise Yahusha, the Son, and not the sun like in the sky, but Father Yahuwah's Son, otherwise known as Jesus. Praise the Lord. Yeah, we get to bring you episode 2 of Let's Try Lost Technology. Bong bong. And we want to play it in, oh boy, I think it was 13 beta window mode. I don't know. No, it was 1600 by 1200. And I think that opens a window. Yep. No, this is not it. One second, guys. Bear with me. Alright, guys. We're back. And we're going to try it this way. I'm going to use lossless scaling to make it full screen. I don't know if you guys... I might have to edit it later for you guys to see it like how I'm seeing it in the zoomed in picture. But here we are for the time being. So here we are. Let's hit system. Faction list. Didn't bring up anything. List of comrades. I'm going to say watch my battles so we can watch other battles. And yeah, we're going to hit enemy will also employ high ranking units. Let's play a hard game. And there's a lot of chronicles to check out. I really... Dungeon Master. Let's do the tutorial, guys. Simple explanation and demonstration of the controls. Please play on easy mode. Select Agnes Empire. There it is. Click the OK button to select this faction. The faction is in use for the scenario for this tutorial. Please consider it outside of canon. Difficulty hard, are you sure? Cancel. Wait, I don't want hard. Let's go to easy game. Tutorial. Let's check it out. Welcome. I'll be your guide for this game of war and politics. And thank you for downloading Lost Technology. What's downloading, you ask? I like your inquisitive spirit. You'll go far. This is a tutorial for those unfamiliar with the ways of global conquest. What are manuals and explanation videos, you ask? You sure do ask a lot of questions. Anyway, let's get right to explaining the basics. First off, regarding the game's major modes. Faction mode, as leader of your faction, unify the continent under your rule. This is the main mode and follows the drama of certain characters. Ally mode, help unify the continent in service of your faction. There's no dramatic story to distract you from unification. No, I'll guide you through conquering a few territories. To do battle, you'll need military power. In other words, you must recruit troops. So we're going to use up as much of our funds as possible to recruit troops. Don't worry, it's easy. There's only 4 steps. Click on a territory where a unit of yours is stationed. In this case, Imperial Capital Ortegia, where Agnes is stationed. Click on the unit you want to recruit with, in this case Agnes. Click Recruit within the character's displayed character window. Click on the displayed troop icons to expend funds and recruit them. Recruit as many troops as your funds allow. End your turn by selecting End on the panel that will appear on the lower right. Once you do, we'll move on to the next lesson. Okay, so we're going to go through this again so I know how to play again. Okay, so let's recruit. We want to pick Agnes here, who is a human fire mage female. And we want to recruit. Bong bong. Okay, we have... How much money do we have? It says 0. Where's my funds? Want some cavalry? 2. Imperial foot. How about fire mages? 2 of those. I'm not seeing any funds going down. Oh, there's the funds. 3550. All right. Get a bunch of fire mages. Get a bunch of cavalry. Get some foot soldiers as well. Okay, now we're out of money. And then end turn. Good, you successfully recruited troops. Incidentally, that panel in the lower right that had end written on it is known as the ruler's panel. This panel will be accessible to you when you're on the continent map screen like we are now. See the continent behind us, aching out for unification and a firm rule? You can do a lot of things from the ruler's panel befitting a ruler, but we'll get to them in due time. Recruiting troops was easy enough this time, but there's something you need to keep in mind. Each unit can only be recruited to certain branches, and squads of each branch can only be used by certain factions. For example, during the main game, only the Reynald Empire can use units belonging to the Imperial Footmen and Imperial Cavalry branches. Now that you've built up at least one squad, you're ready to move them to a different area. I'll bring up a place to move to, and that place is... Valtier Mine? The historically poor labor conditions have led to a miners' revolt that needs quelling. What kind of leader would allow things to get that way? You better move your squad to nip this in the bud. Actually, nothing is happening there right now. But that's a scenario that could happen, you know. So let's practice moving squads in case it does. So now we're going to move Agnes and her squad to the Valtier Mine and end the turn. Again, it's easy. There's only 4 steps. Click an area where some of your units are stationed. That's Imperial Castle, Capital Ortegia, where Agnes is stationed in this case. Click on where you want to move the unit. That'd be Valtier Mine in this case. Drag and drop the unit you want to move into the target's territory window you opened during step 2. You can drag units by right-clicking on them and then holding as you move the mouse to drag them around. You can move all units in the territory at once by dragging and dropping the all in the upper right corner of the territory window. Okay, this is kind of interesting. We want to come to Valtier. And if we just take all, bong bong, 6 squads moved. Why did you not move? Human unnamed foot soldier. You go too. Oh, there you go. Cannot enter the leader squad. Okay, well, 1 left behind. Okay. Units dropped. End turn to proceed. You move the squad. As an aside, you can click the X in the corner of a window to close it. Great if they're getting in your way. Now you know how to recruit units, build squads, and move them to other territories. You have the basics down. So it's time to talk about battle. Now let's move to the battlefield. Through trial and error. This is the battlefield. Well, a field. But a battle could happen in a place like this. Anyway, this would be a good chance to get acquainted with various terrain types. For example, mountain, river, forest, and desert. Different units are affected in different ways by different terrain, so make sure you know their movement types. It'll be easier for you to grasp by doing it yourself. So let's have you move a squad. Can you see that tree? Let's move your squad there. Battles take place in real time. So don't walk off for a tea break and expect to come back and find your squad in one piece. Although I don't expect that tree will put up much of a fight. But you never know. Okay, so let's get started with moving a squad. There's 2 steps. selecting a unit you want to move. You can select a unit either by left-clicking on the unit you want to command or by left-clicking one of the squad icons on the panel in the lower left. The former will give you command over one specific unit, whereas the latter will give you command over an entire squad of units. But you'll see that commanding a single unit and a squad of units is really not that different. Moving the units. Once you've selected a unit or squad of units, you can move them to where you want by right-clicking on the spot you want them to go. Alright, so... I can move my cavalry that way. By the way, you can also left-click and drag to create a box around your units. Drag the box over multiple units to select multiple units at once. Alternatively, you can select your units at once by clicking the far left button on the lower panel marked All. Okay, that's the very basics of selecting and moving units down. Incidentally, that panel on the lower left you saw is known as the Unit Selection panel. You don't get a prize for knowing what it's for. Sorry. You might also have noticed that in addition to the squad and all icons, the Unit Selection panel also has red and blue buttons. The red button allows you to select all your forward or F squads, and the blue button allows you to select all your rear or B squads. Forward squads stand as the vanguard of your front line, great for getting in close and personal, whereas rear squads make up your rear guard and typically excel at ranged combat. That said, you can change whether any given squad is treated as a forward or rear squad to suit your strategy. But we'll leave the specifics of that for another time. Alright, so let's just hit All and come over by that tree. Alright, so you might have noticed not all your units are moving at the same speed. Let me explain movement speed. Movement speed will vary depending upon the terrain and the unit's movement type. Imperial foot soldiers and fire mages, for example, have a normal movement type, so they're slower on certain terrain but faster in cities. By contrast, Imperial cavalry are plains units, meaning they're faster on plains but extremely slow in watery areas. In fact, several units become slower in water. While you won't command them in the Reinhold scenario, there are also marsh-type units. They won't slow down in watery terrain and will be faster on sea terrain. Finally, units of certain movement types aren't affected by terrain at all. For example, Agnes's float type allows her to glide over everything. Keeping these types in mind can help leave you free to attack an enemy that is unable to close into attacking range on you. Difference in movement speed can help or hinder the flow of battle, so it's critical you keep movement type in mind. If you feel your units are taking a long time to travel, you can speed up time. There may be times when you have your hands full even at real time, but if you aren't overburdened, speeding things up can improve the tempo of the battle. Press Z to make combat go as fast as possible. Click the mouse wheel or press spacebar to pause the battle, allowing you to issue commands at your own pace. Remember this and you won't panic right out of the gate. You'll be able to keep your composure even with the enemy barreling down on you. Okay, we're moving over. Then they speed away. I don't see Agnes. Is that Agnes? That must be her. I can't click her for some reason. Oh, there we go. Move Agnes to the tree area to proceed. Okay, so you successfully arrived at your destination. You have the basics of unit selection and movement down. Of course, you aren't going to win battles simply by parading around and looking magnificent. This is war. You have to attack your enemies. With that in mind, let's move on to using skills. You see that boulder? We'll treat that as an enemy, so it will be your sparring partner. What's that look for? I hear boulders are fearsome opponents if you get on their bad side. Anyway, units will typically attack enemies automatically as they come into range, so move your squads closer. Alright, just hit All. The mages will stand back, I guess. Oh, they began attacking. Just like that, when an enemy enters the attack range of your unit's skills, they'll attack. Did you notice how each unit is using different skills and attacks? There are several kinds of skills, from close range attacks to rushing attacks, skills to buff stats, skills to reinforce units, and more. Once you're accustomed to battle, you'll find you'll want to use certain skills over others depending on the situation. If this happens, you can select skills you want the units to use from the selection panel in the lower left that appears above the unit selection panel. This panel is known as the War panel and includes all the commands you might want to issue to your units as they wage war. You can order units to use particular skills by left-clicking the relevant skill icons. Conversely, you can order your units not to use certain skills by right-clicking the relevant skill icons, and you can allow them to use those skills again by right-clicking the relevant icon again. Now then, get a feel for allowing and ruling out certain skills by using the boulder as an opponent. Okay, let's pause it here, and this squad, okay, so you can switch fire mages. I don't want using close range skills. Why is it not changing anything when I click it? Oh, use only magic attack skills. Oh, right now they're in fight. Skills will be listed in standard order. Use your magic skills. Okay. Agnes, use your magic skills as well. Cavalry, use your close range skills. And Footmen, use your close range skills. And then on pause. Are they attacking though? I don't think they're attacking. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty beautiful. Beautiful flurry. But the footmen aren't really attacking. I gotta tell them to. And the cavalry. Are you attacking? Yeah, they're trying to. Of course, you might not always want to pick and choose each and every skill yourself. Why? Hang on, guys, I have an itch. Sometimes a general strategy such as using only long-range attacks or using only special skills is what's called for. That's where presets come in. You can select presets such as Fight or Special from the War panel, but we'll get into the specifics of those presets later. This is all you have to know for now. Are you following everything so far? So far we've covered unit selection, unit movement, and attacking a target with your units. But in a real battle, you might want to aim at a specific spot rather than just waiting for a target to come into your attacking range. Right. For example, if you want to stifle an enemy advance by clogging a choke point with covering fire. So now I'll teach you how to assign an arbitrary target for an attack. That's how to lay down fire on a spot where there may not yet be any enemy target. It's actually really simple. Just select some units as you normally would and left-click where you want them to aim. A marker will appear and units will aim in that direction. Okay, so fire mages. Select units. I've selected them. Wait a minute. Fire unit selected. Left click your target. An arrow. Select unit. Left click your target. What's the target? An arrow will show you the direction of your skill firing. I have no idea what that was about. Good, it looks like you have a handle on assigning an arbitrary target. But it's easy to get a little too gung-ho and assign a target you didn't mean to. Fortunately, you can undo any rash commands with a double click. Cancel targeting. Oh, there's a double click. Okay, to recap, we've covered selecting units, moving units, attacking, the skill selection, and just now, assigning arbitrary targets. Well then, let's finish up here. Lastly, we're covered withdrawing. Sometimes there's battles you just can't win. Escaping with your unit's lives is nothing to be ashamed of. By clicking Run in the upper right of the War panel, any currently assigned units will be withdrawing. This is useful when you're worried about losing units. Select all units and withdraw. All run. Confirm. When all units who receive the withdrawal order have reached the edge of the field, they will successfully withdraw. Units will move faster when withdrawing as they are running like their life depends on it. But they can't attack while they're running away, and they still can be hurt or killed until they have safely evacuated the battlefield. So be sure to tactically size up whether to withdraw earlier rather than late. Better safe than sorry. How was it? Once you're used to it, battles will go smoothly. Or they will, provided you have excellent comrades leading your squads. But didn't we already recruit some comrades, you ask? No, see, there are two distinct types of units. Your run-of-the-mill nameless soldiers are troops, whereas comrades are people whose names are worth knowing and often influential in the story, such as Agnes. Most comrades will be better than troops even if they are the same class and level. They also won't die if their HP falls to 0 in battle, although they will take an experience penalty. Recruiting comrades is also a little more complicated than recruiting troops, as with troops you only have to worry about which squad branches your faction can recruit to. Whereas with comrades, the limits on who you can recruit depend upon the unit you want to recruit with. Different units can employ comrades or different races and classes. So let's recruit some wandering comrades. To employ wandering comrades, first click Comrade on the Rulers panel. The recruit window should then open. Place your cursor over Agnes in the window and recruit the displayed unit Balder. Okay, we've got recruit Balder and level 8 Fire Mage. Oh, Balder. I was at the top of my graduating class at the Imperial Academy of Magic. You successfully recruited an ally. Now recruit the comrade unit Elsa the same way. But take note, Agnes can't recruit her like she did Balder. Elsa's an ice mage and can only be recruited by Balder at the moment. Click the refresh button in the upper left of the window. Balder will be added to the recruiting side, so place the cursor over Balder and you'll notice Elsa appears for him to recruit. What does Balder have that Agnes doesn't anyway? Oh well, let's use him to recruit Elsa while Agnes can't. Refresh. Balder, yep. I'm going to become the very best mage in the world! Assigned Elsa, and that's how you recruit comrades. In the main game, wandering comrades are always moving, so it's best to click Comrade each turn to check who's in your territory. That's all. End the turn. Paying 100 in upkeep. Lastly, let's invade some territory and take it over. Here comes the invasion target. Huh. Fort Margarifter. Never imagined I'd be helping someone invade it. Sorry, it just reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. To invade the territory, right-click on the target territory. Remember, left-clicking brings up the territory window, which is useful seeing who's there. But for invasions into foreign territories, you need to right-click. Left-click one of your own territories to see which units are there you'd want to deploy in the invasion. Drag and drop the units to the target's window. Click Deploy button in the upper left of the window. Remember to do this, as unlike simply moving, nothing will happen if you end the turn without clicking this. This is the final exercise. I'm almost proud of you. Since we're on a new turn, take the time to check for comrades to recruit again, as there could be strong ones wandering about. Alrighty, let's go ahead and recruit. Oh, they are. Look at that. Agnes can recruit Theodore, level 5 Imperial Cavalry. We'll get into the stats and stuff as we actually get to play. Theodore refused to serve. And then Teotard, level 15 Imperial Cavalry. I'll work hard to earn my pay. Sign Teotard. Now if we refresh, can Teotard... mind if I take the general's head myself? That's how we get Theodore. Get Theodore, yeah. Alright, now let's see who's there. Wow. Fort Margaret Rifter has Snow Mages, Fire Mages, Imperial Cavalry level 10, Cavalry level 1, Human Foot Soldier level 1. Alright, let's right click it. Attacking Fort Margaret Rifter. Deploy. All. Bong bong. Oh. All? 3 out of 24. I don't get it. Why are you... Cannot deploy squads with what? With units that have acted. Oh. So we don't want to deploy right now. Let's end the turn. Now let's deploy. So we want to take all and go bong bong. There's all. And deploy. Boom. Whoa. Just some parting advice. Do you remember me mentioning presets on the war panel? First press Sue on the war panel. This summon preset will use summon skills to call more soldiers to your side. There's a limit to how many you can call though. Oh, and don't forget about the tech preset. This will make your units use special moves if they have any. Special moves can be used a limited number of times, so be sure not to waste your chances. Well then, I think we've covered all the basics: recruiting troops and comrades, selecting and moving units in battle, and attacking and withdrawing. The future of the continent is in your hands now. Good luck. Okay, WASD does not move the map. Right clicking and clicking moves the map. They're probably gonna rock us. Let's have... I didn't really set up my teams properly. Let's have the mages. Whoops. That's not gonna work. Let's have the mages. Wait a minute. I don't want the mages moving down there. Mages move right here. What is this unit? Oh boy, I should have made better. Oh, he's by himself. I should have made better squads and stuff. Okay, that's cavalry there. They're attacking him. Cool. So we want to select those guys and attack them as well. Don't move down though. Just go right there. Are they... Okay, you guys... I'll get down there, bro. Now... Whoops. Let's select everybody and just do a tech. Okay, they're rocking us, aren't they? Oh no, our peeps are leaving? Withdrawing? Retreat! I think we just got surrounded and rocked. Yeah, 1 unit's down. 2 units down. Wow, we just got pwned. Wow. Alright, but I guess that's the end of the tutorial. I don't know if it goes on further than that. Were we supposed to win that battle? Like... I don't know. It says to keep going in the tutorial, but... Well, that's not the recruit I wanted to do. Where's the recruit? Let's bring him up. Balder. We don't have any money. Oh, wait. We have 40,000. Oh, okay. But for some reason... Recruit is Dietard? Okay, you can get cavalry recruits. There's Theodore. And that's human. And that's Dietard. Theodore. Elsa. Snow Sage. Let's get her some more Snow Sages. Oh, we got Snow Sages. That's pretty cool. Not Snow Mages. They cost 1,000, but... Alright, now let's recruit as Balder, I guess. And... bring up some Fire Mages. And then recruit as... him and bring up some Foot Soldiers. Our strength is going up. We have plenty of money left, so let's get another row of cavalry. And shoot, let's go back up here and have Balder recruit Fire Mages. And let's get some more of those Snow Sages. Theodore can recruit cavalry. Elsa, we'll get some Snow Mages. Unit cannot be a leader in this faction. This unit cannot be a leader in this faction. Why? It was letting me recruit with them. That's weird. Balder, Dietard, our strength is 13,000. It might be enough now. I mean, I'm just going crazy all in because we can. Squad limit reached. Okay, so we reached our limit, I guess. I don't know. Right click. Then we'll give this a try again. Cannot deploy squads that have acted. Right, okay, so let's end the turn. I'm surprised we only paid 200 in upkeep. My goodness. There we go, 12 out of 24. So apparently we could attack with more. But right now we have our squad limit reached. Squad's 12 out of 12. Let's deploy. Give this a shot again. It's my dream to be a master ice mage. Okay, here they come. Wow. So... you guys... let's play it cool for right now. Let them come to us. There we go. You guys come over here. You guys come down. Whoa. Come down here. You guys down here. Get my mages in better position. There we go, son. There we go. I don't know. Are we doing better? I can't really tell. A lot of our units are hurt. Okay, let's tell them all. Let's hit all to use their techniques. Oh, don't lose, don't lose, don't lose. I think we're losing. Guys, come further down. I think we're losing. Mages. Get all and just come on down. Oh, someone called retreat. We're losing a bunch of units. Shoot. It's so close though. It's so close, but they got us beat again. Shoot. Oh wait, we're getting out of range and pelting them. We might be able to win this. Alright, all that's left, use your text again. Oh, can't click text. We might be able to win. We're down to the last few units. Let's get all that are remaining and get back down in there, bro. Okay. So far, so good. There's a bunch of fire mages down here, though, that are troublesome. And snow mages, it looks like. Those are enemies. Well, we're kind of rocking right here. I think we have some snow sages left that are giving them the boot. Let's go after them. We're doing all right with this little group here. Putting pressure on. That's all we got left. Look at this. These guys are unstoppable. Can everybody use their techs? Can't hit techs. We're doing this, son. Look at this. The snow sages. We're doing it. Wow. Wasn't pretty. But we took him down. Look at that. At least we'll get to see the rest of the tutorial. That's what I was worried about. Agnes Empire is victorious. Captured 100 comrades. Good work. This is the end of the tutorial. It was just a small taste, but you should be able to play without trouble. Of course, it would also be best to look at the manuals. Let's meet again in the real game. That is cool. So guys, I want to stop it here. I know we did the tutorial in the first episode long ago, but it's been so long that I forgot. I wanted to do it again. But that's pretty neat, guys. We're going to be doing some story stuff next time. I think I want to jump into a little bit of the story and see what's what with the different factions and stuff. So I ask you to join me for that. Would love to have you. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you had fun and you want to see more, please hit the like button. Please drop me a comment as well. Make your voice be heard. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Father bless, and Father's love and grace be on all of you guys. Stay tuned. We'll pick out one of these factions. It should be a lot of fun. And yeah, very cool. Stay close to Heavenly Father, guys. It's the most important thing. Stay close to God, and all will be well in your life. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace and ciao for now.